morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Morning, cat. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy surviving of hump day. You know, we're past the halfway point of the week. I'm proud of you guys. Cheers. Kudos to you. But yeah, you can clean up your office. Your office, like at this is a dumb question. Your office at your work or like your home office? But that's nice. Doing a little autumnal cleaning. Calm down, focus. Sort your shit out. There we go. Ooh, that's a bit blurry. Okay, let's try to fix this at work. Cool. Is it going well? You're doing a little decluttering? Oops. Where did it go? Okay. I'm just trying. Yeah, is that better? I get that. I can be the same. When you're just vibing and existing and all of a sudden you're like, this sucks and I need to deal with it now. I've definitely been in those positions, absolutely, where you're just like, yeah, you know, like it gets to a point where like you can tolerate your version of like mess for so long and then you're just like, no, we need to sort this shit out. I get it. I have 2 stacks to go through. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just futzing around with this a little bit. Cool. Yeah, just like sort them into like their respective forever homes. sort the papers into their forever homes. I get that, definitely. All right. So I was working on this the other day, and so I've managed to make, I think I'm over a third now, I think. We're almost at the halfway point, but not quite. But doing pretty good so far. I did have to unleash, I did cut these new, I say new colors. These, other colors. I have 3 that I've not, like, unpackaged yet. So these ones I've opened, but I'm trying to do the right thing of not mixing everything together, and they're just kind of laying there. Though before stream started, I knocked one over and a bunch fell out. Obviously, like, not an insane amount, but enough for me to be like, this is why I batch put all of this shit together. But we'll see. Alright, and then I also need these guys. If I move this up a little bit, then I can just pull straight from here. So I need these guys. These guys, these guys. Who else? Need these ones. I wonder if it's so bad. Yeah. Oh, I also still have a bunch of things to do, but I still went ahead and did it. So you're stronger than I am, Kat. You're much stronger than I am. Oh, hi, baby. You gonna come hang out for a little bit? Oh, have we been blessed? Have we been blessed? Say hello, Shadow. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Oh, I'm so excited, but it arrived and I still, like, I had to shower. I had shit to do, so I've not had a chance to try it on him yet. But do you guys remember when I ordered Shadow, like, a Halloween-themed t-shirt that has, like, little ghosties on it and stuff like that? It arrived today. So I'm really excited to try it on him, because also, I think if he tolerates this, then I'll know sort of what modifications I have to do to his jammies that he doesn't like anymore. He doesn't not like them. When they're on, he enjoys them. It's just he really struggles with, like, us maneuvering his front paws and, like, his front legs. So I think that's more of the issue. What else do we need? Replace these ones. What is a more pressing? that we need. Probably this guy. Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing, like, he enjoys... Well, I don't know if he enjoys, but yeah, he definitely tolerates it. But it is, like, it's a once they're on, it's fine. But it's the getting them on and off that he seems to struggle with. But this one, it has a belly strap, and it only has a single hole for the front legs instead of 2 individual legs. So I think he'll get on with this one a lot better. It's also short sleeved. So I don't know. I guess we'll keep him a little bit warm, but if this is like the go-to for now, but we'll have to see. We have to see if it fits first. Hopefully it does. Hopefully I measured correctly. I always get a bit, like, not paranoid, but a bit nervous because Shadow is sort of like, because he's a lurcher, he's a mixed breed, he sort of isn't, I don't know, like, we always misjudge what size of things to get him, because it'll be like something where it will fit him lengthwise, but it'll be too wide, or we'll get something that fits him widthwise, but it's like too short or something like that. So there's always like something that it's just not an 100% fit. So I'm hoping for good luck with this one, but we'll see. He's been doing all right though, like because before, I guess it's been a little bit warmer, which again, I'm annoyed about it because I have all these cute autumn and spooky themed sweaters that I want to be wearing on stream, but I will die of heat if I do. But yeah, it's just been it's been warmer out, and so it's not been getting as cold at night. So Shadow's not like waking up really cold in the night, which he had been doing for a little bit. So it's not been that much of a problem. The other thing too is like when he wakes me up at like midnight to go to the bathroom, he's really good at like jumping on the sofa, and then I can put a blanket over him and he'll just like keep himself warm that way until he is too hot or whatever. So yeah, so he's not been missing the jammies, which is fine. So it's like, you know, it's not been like a super pressing matter to be like, oh my god, we need this alternative to get here so we can then sort it out, which is nice. But I anticipate it obviously getting colder soon, so if we can get that in place for him, that would be ideal. But I showed you guys the photo of if you guys are in the Discord, I bought Shadow a Halloween costume and I didn't have a chance to try it on him on stream. He wasn't interested, but he did let me put it on him afterwards. I think he wasn't 100% like focused on it because Liam had gone to an appointment, and so he was more just like guarding the door waiting for him to come home. But he did tolerate it, and the fact that he tolerated like the little pumpkin hat, so I posted a photo of it. Like, I was very impressed that he actually, I don't think, for instance, like for the Halloween party, he would wear it the entire time. But I do think that for a little bit. I was thinking today too, because I want to get our Halloween decorations out this weekend, and I remember just as like a gag, I bought like one of those adult inflatable costumes. This one's not like a full inflatable, but it's like a pumpkin self-inflating thing. And so I was thinking about it today. I was like, oh, it might be really fun to take a photo of like me and Shadow both wearing like pumpkin costumes. The only thing though is I do wonder if the fan, I think we tested it, like we tried turning it on, and I think Shadow was like immediately, no, I hate this. So I don't know if he would actually tolerate standing next to me if I was wearing an inflatable pumpkin costume, because I think the fan would freak him out too much. But it would be an amazing visual if we could get both of us in pumpkin wear and take a photo. Maybe he'd tolerate it more if Liam was doing it, but then I couldn't post it because he's International Man of Mystery. But it would still be really cute. But yes, it is the dawn of spooky seasons. They're super cute. So hopefully. I did think too, because you know how I do think tomorrow I'm gonna change the schedule slightly. So tomorrow we were supposed to do spooky nails. I've now like cut and shaped my nails, so I'm less concerned about them breaking in the next little while. So I was thinking there being like, first of all, I made myself like a kind of tentative Halloween themed stream schedule, and basically I also have the thing in the back of my brain that I want to finish my Howl's Moving Castle cross stitch, but I don't really want to work on it during spooky season. I want to do spooky season themed things. So I think instead of doing spooky nails tomorrow, I'm gonna wait and do spooky nails next Tuesday, and then we're just gonna cross stitch more tomorrow, because like I need all of the hours I can get, because I will not be streaming that for the entire month. And then also because, yeah, I don't know, I was also, again, tentative stream scheduling, and I do want to do, we've decided that we're gonna do Ultimate Spooky Haul stream, and slowly, actually, so Shadow's like shirt arrived, as well as one of my Halloween haul orders. So I'm waiting on 2 more packages. One I think is expected to be delivered today, but the last one from TK Maxx hasn't been dispatched yet. It did say it can take up to 5 days, so I'm hoping that by next week it will arrive. So I'm tentatively putting the Ultimate Halloween haul next Thursday. And then I figured I would do nail painting on the Tuesday and then spooky makeup on the Friday, just to sort of sandwich that. Obviously, the potential is, like, there's a possibility that the TK Maxx parcel won't arrive on time, so I might have to, like, chop and change that a little bit. But yeah, I figured, like, we might as well wait. We've waited so long to start spooky season. We might as well, full on wait and start. The other thing too is also, if I delay painting my nails to next week, there is a higher possibility that the manicure will last till the Halloween party and I won't have to repaint my nails. So part of it is like strategic on my part to be like, how many times do I want to paint my nails between now and the 14th? And if I can get away with doing it one time, though that might be risky business, but still, we're going to attempt. Yeah. So trying to be strategic in that front. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I should save the nail painting until the Friday and then do the spooky makeup on the Tuesday, because then that will, like, that might be more, yeah, that seems more strategic, actually. Speaking out loud about the game plan, that might be better. The only thing, too, that I'm a bit nervous about, I'm probably going to have to wear gloves, because of, like, the week of the Halloween party, we're just going to be doing baking streams all week, because I have so many pizza skulls and so many, like, bat chips to make. But obviously, I don't want to be putting undue pressure stuff on my nails and things, because then I'm worried, first of all, that they will chip, and more importantly, that they might chip into the batter we're making. So I'm probably gonna have to wear gloves, which I think is fine. I don't think that, like, I don't know, like, the only thing that would make me worried is that maybe you could, like, taste the plasticiness in the food, but I don't think so. People wear gloves to prep food all the time. If anything, it's probably more hygienic for me to be wearing gloves. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm hoping, because like I said, I have 6 pizza molds. 2 of them are massive. And then I was looking up like gluten-free pizza dough recipes, because I think the first year I did them, I just used like pre-made rolled dough or whatever. But I think because I'm making so many, I think it would just be probably easier to make my own dough, because then I can kind of stretch that a bit further than having to, like, pre-make. I don't know, like, I'm just worried that if I buy pre-made dough and then if I run out or whatever, like, it'll just be, I don't know, just easier. So, okay, yeah, I honestly, like, that is a concern that I have. especially when my nails, like, especially right now, like, if I were to bake with my nails in their current, like, chipped state, I could definitely see, like, stuff chipping into the food, which would be not a good idea. I think especially, too, because one of the nails, at least, that I want to do will be with, like, the glitter polish, and I'm tempted to use a peel-off base coat for the glitter polish, so it's not a huge pain in the ass when I have to take it off. But obviously, if I'm using a peel-off base coat and then utilizing my hands a lot in the next few days, that baby's gonna pop off for show. So, might have to rethink that plan a little bit. But yeah, so that's sort of that's the game plan we're working with a little bit here. Trying to rejig it than I was. I've been debating. None of it is set in stone yet. It feels a bit last minute psychotic to plan like a Halloween themed like spookathon, subathon sort of thing. I feel like when people plan subathons, they plan them like months in advance, not like literally the month before it's meant to happen or like during the month you're planning on doing it. But I do want to do, like, I don't know, I'm debating doing something for Halloween, but I don't know if maybe we should do a longer stream that then goes into the evening, or if I should just do my standard stream, because then I'm trying to think of, like, things that you need to do to fill the time and the space. So I was trying to, like, scheme up, like, okay, if we did stream for, like, 6 to 8 hours, like, what would that look like, or whatever, but good afternoon, Pharmaflask. Oi, oi to you too, Saul. Hello, hello. Good afternoon to you both. I hope you're having a fabulous Thursday. I was just talking about, theoretically, if I were to do some sort of, like, spookathon, subathon-y type longer stream, what that might look like. And also if that, like, considering I'm already planning a Halloween party, it might seem like a really massive undertaking to be like, oh yeah, and also we're gonna do like a 6 to 8 hour stream, maybe. Because then you have to think of shit to do to fill the time and space. And so, yeah, so I was thinking, I don't know, I've just been, like, tentatively thinking about spooky season and all of the things that may or may not be undertaken during that time. But, yeah. So we'll see. But we will do something, obviously, because it's a stream day. Whether or not we do something, like, super secret special or whatever, or if it's just a regular old spooky-themed stream day. We'll see. Because then also, too, I'm pretty sure, like, 2 days later, my parents show up. In November, so I think it was, like, Halloween. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, too. I don't know, maybe not as much karaoke. I don't know, unless it's all spooky songs. I need to learn spooky songs. But, yeah, we would have to, definitely there would be dressing up. We will do show and tell stream, hopefully. I was saying, I'm hoping next Thursday all of my Halloween parcels will have arrived, because I got one today. I'm getting one tonight, allegedly, but my TK Maxx order hasn't been dispatched yet, and so it says it can take up to like 5 business days, so hopefully by next week it comes. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see, friends. But yeah, definitely, we're dressing up for Halloween. That's already gonna happen, whether or not it's a long stream or like a regular old stream. Costumes are mandatory for Halloween streams. Yeah, this is meant to be folk music, but it sounds a little bit more exciting than that. I don't know what sort of folk music this is. It 100%. This is definitely like 5-minute crafts, YouTube compilation craft music that doesn't show you. That would actually be so fun. The only thing I get worried about is obviously, like, because I've thought about that, of, like, streaming us watching stuff. The only thing with that, though, is then it effectively makes the stream unuploadable to YouTube, because it's just full of the copyrights. Which is a shame. But I would like to watch Scooby-Doo. Because I love me a Hex Girl. I could learn those songs. Those ones are pretty basic, though. They're also very short. But yeah, I was definitely thinking tier lists. We could rank, like, I don't know, like the dumbest sexy costumes. We could rank, like, I don't know, just costumes in general. Costumes from different eras, that would always be good. Yeah. Yeah, it would have to be a Discord thing, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I know we've talked about it before. I think it's just because I'm so, like, I don't know, like, not plugged in to, like, organizing those sorts of things, to be like, because I think we have talked about, like, oh, maybe we would do a movie night on Discord or something, and then I just, like, forget. It's kind of what it is. I'm like, and then, yeah. I also think, too, I don't know, like, I'm also aware of that would be, like, an out-of-stream hours thing, and then it's trying to coordinate, like, international timetables, and then also, like, my own personal schedule. So it's just, it's a logistical nightmare for somebody who isn't chronically online to be able to be like, oh, we can just do this thing whenever. Like, I have, like, people that I see and stuff that I do that I can't, I don't know. I don't mean it in a bad way either. I just mean, like, some people are much better at organizing online stuff than I am. You do want to watch something specific? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. I don't think so. But if I do ever venture in that area again, I will consult you. People aren't chronically online. I know, right? Well, I think to be fair, I think I am. I'm sure my phone, that literally tells me by, like, 11 in the morning, because I set myself an hour limit to be on, like, social media, and then by, like, 10 o'clock, they're like, you have 5 minutes left. And I'm like, oh, shit. Never mind. So yes, I do think I am chronically online, but I'm not chronically online communicating. I'm passively absorbing the algorithm. Yeah, I saw that. I saw Dumbledore had passed away, which is sad. Oh no! Oh no! This is not the right one. Okay, whew. My intro goes down, I'm sad for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, I can read, yeah. Honestly, I think sometimes my internet needs to just rant, not obviously during stream time, knock on wood, this doesn't happen, but I'm the same way, where I'm like, oh yeah, books exist. It is bad. It's so bad that I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Like, I could read a book. To be fair, I got really into a book for a minute and put it down, and I've not picked it up since, and I really should, because I was enjoying it. So, yeah, it's almost like, you know what it is? When the internet is down, it feels like for a moment in time, I've been, like, detached. Like, you get released from the Matrix for that short moment in time, and you're just like, oh, outside, books, people, in person, like, what? It feels like a very uncanny, like, oh wow, we've just exited the Matrix moment, and then it comes back on and we're like, oh thank God, let's go back in. Send me back. I don't like it here. I can't read them here, so I read them on my Kindle app on my computer, and then I go finish when I get home. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? I think sometimes it is just the busyness. And also, too, not being funny, like... And again, there's no such thing as multitasking. You're just switching back and forth between activities very quickly. Where, like... Yeah, like, I feel like when I'm on my phone, I can, like, be on Instagram and watch TV at the same time. I can't do that if I'm reading a book. I have to choose one or the other, whereas I feel like I can do both at the same time, even though I'm basically then not paying attention to one of them. But, yeah. Seeing Detective will be on TV again. Oh, wow! Yeah, I guess if you're clocked into, like... I feel like most, especially like North American audiences, probably only know this character as, not Gandalf, as, what's his face? Dumbledore. Only know him as Dumbledore, but obviously if you've grown up with the British actors, like as character actors, a lot of British actors are like character actors where they've been in so much stuff, and you wouldn't necessarily know, like, in that sort of space. But then people who grow up with that then see that all the time. So that's really cool that you got to experience those things. What else we got? Yeah. There was no internet there. She read a 1,200-page book. Good for her, honestly. That's amazing. Kudos. I always have every intention. You know what it is, though? I think the last time I fully dedicated myself to reading was when I was on the plane. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna... First, on the way back... on the way there. I did watch a show first, but then I was like, oh, I should actually read. Yeah, I've never seen... Yeah, yeah. Yeah, truly. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's probably accurate. By the end of it, I feel like everybody had a cameo at some point. But then you, like, look and they've been in so much other stuff. I think a lot of them, too, have also, like, done actual theater as well, like, on-stage theater. So they're known in other spaces as well as just, like, fandom spaces. Counting books I've read since history. Yeah. Dude, are you on Goodreads, Kat? I feel like you should be. Though I don't know if you want to, like... I don't know if there's a way you can private them. I don't know if you want to, like, advertise to people, like, the titles you're reading. But I also feel like you don't care. So, like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I feel like you could. Because then you can set reading challenges on there every year. And you can then see if you're, like, hitting your goals and stuff. I feel like you should. I feel like you should get on Goodreads. Oh, I'm on Goodreads, but yeah. That's what I thought. I figured you're like, I don't give a shit. But yeah, because you can set a reading challenge, so you would be able to then track that, wouldn't you? My mom's really, like, active on Goodreads. She will she actually writes reviews and stuff too. Like, she's pretty active on it. She enjoys, like, giving, you know, literary critique writing and stuff. I think I've only written like 1 or 2 reviews. Most of the time I'm just like, these are the stars, no further explanation. Completely out of context, it's 3 stars. And it's like, why? I don't know. It just is. I'm currently reading a book. It's actually like a parenting book, but it just was really intriguing and interesting to me. Can I post my link too? Yeah, you can post it. Of course. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it's this book called The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read, and then in parentheses, and your kids will be glad you did. But yeah, it's by Philippa something or whatever. Oh, amazing. You've read 438 books in total. Yeah. Oh, honestly, yeah, absolutely. Stars. Liam does the thumbs up scale. So he goes on the scale of 2 thumbs. How many was it? Was it 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, thumbs down? You know, it's the thumb scale. His greatest mistake. Yeah. Oh, honestly, not safe for workbooks have. You know what it is? It's sort of like up there with like perfume ads. Like when you have a name of a perfume ad, they're like, oh, his dark temptation or some shit like that, and it's like just people brooding, and then there's like jump cuts of people just going ooh, you know, and then they go like temptation explained or whatever, and it's just like a perfume ad. I feel like that and not safe for workbook titles are like 2 sides of the same coin. You had such a similar reading interest. That's so funny. I love that. I love that. My smut book. But there's an actual story. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes, because I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's probably a way to write good smut. You know what I mean? And I feel like there is, like, not all smut is created equal. Oh, speaking of books, I've never read any of them, but I watched 2 people do, like, YouTube video deep dives, because there's a couple of YouTubers that I watch who, like, talk about book series or whatever, and they were talking about, like, how unhinged Colleen Hoover books are. And of course, I was just seeing them all over like social media and all this kind of stuff. And like obviously at the airport, it's like all the top fiction books are like Colleen Hoover books and things like that. And I'm like, oh, interesting. And then I was like listening to these deep dives and I'm like, these sound so unhinged and problematic. Like, so unhinged. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it seems like she's so divisive where people either, like, love them or absolutely hate them. Oh, does it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Speaking of books, I've never read them. Yeah. Really enjoy coming to Tash and saying, speaking of books. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm entitled to, I'm a person on the internet. I'm entitled to my opinions about shit that I have no information or knowledge about. Right? Isn't that how the internet works? Where we can just, like, sit there and have an opinion on something that we're, like, willfully uninformed about? Right? That's how the internet works, doesn't it? Is that not how the internet works? People are reading unhinged and problematic books on planes. Yeah. Yeah. Just no books. Yeah. I just live a bookless existence. No, I don't actually, but imagine. Yeah, no, I've not read them, but I've watched 2 unhinged deep dives in the world of Colleen Hoover. And it sounds like a world that I don't want to be a part of. I don't know if I could in good conscience read some of the stuff. Like, they were reading some of the quotes from the books, and I'm just like, and people think this is good? Question mark? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't even know what I said. You guys are, like, quoting me, and I don't even remember saying it. Oh, speaking of books, I've never read any of them. Oh, speaking of books, I've never read any of them. I didn't realize how out of context that sounded. Oh my god. Speaking of books, I totally see. It's because I have a train of thought, and I'm already, like, looking at where the end of my train of thought is, not even considering the individual sentences in my explanation, making no sense out of context. I'm like, no, guys, just bear with me. I will get to my point. Just let me say some weird random shit first, and we'll get there. I said I'd never read Colleen Hoover books, but it just sounded like I just don't read at all. Amazing. Amazing. I deserved that. Thanks for keeping me humble, you guys. Oh, so funny. Yeah. Speaking of books, I don't read. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh yeah, and you know, guys, when you clip shit, I post it on my Instagram as well. So, you know, soon the whole world is gonna know that I don't read. Yep. I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, apparently Colleen Hoover books are unhinged, so... Would you give me a page count? Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. You knew. You're like, listen. We need to capture this moment because everyone needs to witness it. And honestly, good call. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, all the clips. Well, I don't say all. I think as of recently, I've gotten good at reposting clips. I wasn't always good at it. Okay, I think we might need to switch one of our colors. Soon. But yeah, what happened to the phone? Oh yeah! Yeah. I forgot about that. See, this is why you guys are here, to remind me of the hacks that we instilled weeks ago, but forget to re-implement. This is why I keep you around, Sniping. You're like, remember that awesome, easy way to do things that you discovered that one time? Maybe do that again? I'm like, oh, yeah, shit, I guess I should. Absolutely. Okay. He says less. Yeah, honestly. I just, you know, I call myself a crafter. I don't call myself an efficient, logical crafter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that that's my brand. So, it's what happens. It's what happens. We craft, but we do not do it efficiently or logically. We just do it. Yeah. This is why I struggle, guys. This is why when you type shit to me in chat, sometimes it flies over my head, because I don't read. I just don't read, so I don't understand. I'm just pretending to be able to know what's going on in my chat every day. I'm actually a genius. I don't actually, I'm like Leah Michelle, you guys. I'm just so professional that it doesn't matter. I don't actually know. Do you guys know that conspiracy theory? Are you guys aware of this conspiracy theory that people think that Leah Michelle of Glee fame doesn't actually know how to read? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I believe one conspiracy theory is... Do you really? That is the conspiracy theory that you signed up for? Hey, man, it's a pretty inconsequential one, you know what I mean? Because, like, she's famous as hell and she's living her best life. So if she can't read, like, kudos to you for being as amazing as you are and not being able to read, you know? She fueled the controversy. Yeah, I think I've seen... Yeah. I've seen / heard when that was more like in the cultural zeitgeist. I feel like everyone's given her a break now though. She's not like in the news, so people aren't bringing it up constantly. Is anyone else? Hi, Probacus! Good afternoon! She's rich, I don't know. Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Posture.
Probacus coming in with the health check. Didn't we add things? We added things to the health check, too. Okay, we need to check our posture. We need to drink the tea. We need to stretch. Let's do some proper stretching, because my neck has been very sore. So we do this. Like 10, 20 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Other side. Okay, what tea's about now? Go get yourself a tea. Do it. This is Darjeeling tea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, don't forget the eyeballs. I have some tea at the house to try, but I haven't had a moment of peace to just sit and relax. Oh man, yeah, you want to like enjoy the tea. Okay, we're gonna do our stretches, and then yeah, what is even relax, right? You're house hunting in the city? How's that going? Stare outside at something far away for 20 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, eyeball check. Ready? We go 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we go the opposite way. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to the top. Boom! Health check. Done! City equals shitty? Yeah. Absolutely. Relax as a hug in a good movie. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, what's bringing on this desire to go to the city, Probacus? What's going on with that? Countryside nice. Yeah. It doesn't have the same ring as city shitty, but countryside nice is a better sentiment. Oh, I've heard Bottoms is good. I know when the concept came out, I was kind of like, oh man, like I'm not sure how I feel about this, but then people are saying it's actually really good, so. Oh, speaking of movies, because I feel, oh shit. I need to check this because I feel like the Haunted Mansion movie came out like this month, and yeah, I feel like it was supposed to come out like this month, and I've heard like nothing about it. Hang on, the Haunted Mansion. I guess because the strike is happening right now, there's been, like, no promo and stuff like that. But, like, yeah, it was released in August 11th in the UK. It was released in August. I completely missed that. Okay, well, when does it come out on streaming service? Because I want to watch it. Even though, like, I hate Jared Leto. But I still want, I'm mad that he's in the film, but I think he's probably in it for like a small little bit, and so I think it'll be tolerable. Rents are insane. Yeah, that's usually what it is in the city. Yeah, true fair. Rent everywhere is too damn high. Oh, for study reasons. Right. Oh, yeah, I forgot you got accepted into some programs. I forgot about this. Yes, you did say this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it? I don't know if it's true. And again, I think it's unrealistic as well, but I feel like ages ago, I heard or read something somewhere that it was like, your rent should only be like something like 15% of your entire salary. And it's just like, that shit's just not realistic anymore. There's no way. I don't know if there's anybody whose rent... Yeah, 25%. Yeah, like, I don't think that that's a thing. Like, I think it's impossible. Like, I don't think that that's real anymore. I also, too, was listening to a podcast. This obviously was in the States, and they were talking about how, like, rents are allowed to be increased, like, 3% every year, because that's to coincide with inflation. But then they're like, okay, but people's jobs don't go up 3%. Like, I don't think, most people, I don't think when they get an annual raise, if they do get an annual raise, if they're getting 3%. I think people are getting probably closer to, like, 1 or 2%, if that. And so the fact that, like, basically the inflation of a house goes up, but then you're expected to have the same amount of income and have to stretch that further, that doesn't make any sense. Like, the math is not mathing, you know? Yeah, truly. Yeah, 20%. 2025, yeah. Yeah. Exactly, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a broken system, truly. One of the other books that I have that's on my to-read list, so I'm currently reading this, like, parenting book, just because I want to be better good adult to the little children's in my life, and just because it seemed interesting to me. And then I got another one where it was like, it's a book called, like, 25 Things People Don't Tell You About Capitalism. Because I also feel like, too, that I don't have, like, I feel like I have thoughts and feelings about stuff, but I don't have the, like, sound bites or knowledge to, like, back it up. And so I want to educate myself in ways that allow me to have a bit more, like, intellectual fodder when conversations come up. Not that they come up all the time. It's like I'm sitting there talking about, I don't know. At least not anymore. I feel like when I was in school and stuff, I was so inundated with, like, we have to talk about all this kind of stuff all the time that I kind of got burnt out about it, to be honest. Yeah. Right now, the Supreme Court knocked down our voting map. Ugh, Jesus. I fear it as though we can't raise wages because of inflation. Yeah, truly. Yeah, wasn't it? The biggest thing in the UK recently was, like, about petrol prices. And they were like, oh my god, like, petrol prices are so high. And they're like, oh, we can't bring them down. Like, there's a big problem and blah, blah, blah. And, like, because of the war and all these different things. And then it was like, they were touting, like, record profits for their shareholders. And you're like, pretty sure you guys aren't struggling. So maybe kick that back a little bit. But whatever. We're not shareholders, guys. That's why we don't matter. We are not investing in the company. We just have to use it to live. And so our needs are not... Our needs to live actually aren't as important as lining the pocketbooks of shareholders that are already, like, really successfully wealthy. We don't matter. Because we're not investors. Our ability, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have, like, you know, $250,000 to invest in this company to then make $25 million. oh, you just, like, need to get petrol so you can get to and from work for your job that pays you a shit wage, so you're going to go back and spend 50% of it on your house and then struggle to figure out how you're going to eat for the rest of the month. Oh, no, sorry. There's nothing for you here. Cool. Yeah. Here's my favorite Halloween joke. What do people from West Virginia do on Halloween? Pumpkin. Just stare at them and ask what they mean. Yeah. If your wage increased by 3% in 2 years. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, that's the other one too. That's the other thing that that London specifically is doing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I love how the folk music is just, honestly, it seems so random to me, and I'm not mad about it. A lot of pumpkin and going. Yeah. Yeah. Again, the math in, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, the numbers, okay. You know Tasha doesn't do math, so you guys can sort that shit out on your own time. Telephone RC. Oh, you liked it? You guys are on a Goro Miyazaki kick, because you watched, or no, you didn't, you watched that, you watched a different one. You like Tales of Ursi. That one is universally slated. So, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. No, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because it's based off of a book series. And they didn't adapt it very well, I guess. And so people were not happy with it because I think there were a lot of really big fans of the series. But I feel like I remember watching it with Liam, and Liam said he enjoyed it as well. But yeah. I love that you're on a little Ghibli kick. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think if you watch something for what it is, I think the only thing, there were moments in that one that I found were like a little bit confusing. I was like, I don't understand why some of these things are happening. I feel like they didn't really, it was this thing where I guess like you were supposed to sort of have background knowledge of different characters and people. But then they veered off from that. So it was almost like you needed to have read the books to have all the information in order to understand what's going on. But then also, if you did read the books, then you would have been upset with the adaptation. But I don't know. I've not rewatched that one in a while, but it isn't, it's not top tier, but it's enjoyable. I think that's the thing too. Like there's no Ghibli movie except for Earwig and the Witch. I'm sorry. That is like unwatchable. You know what I mean? It's not, like, no Ghibli film is unwatchable. Like, there are certain films that you're like, I literally cannot watch this. That's not the case with any Ghibli film, but I think there are just some, obviously, that are, like, S tier and others that are, like, C tier, is what it is. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, 100%. 100%. Probacus is on one. Probacus and Snipin are having an economics math conference in the chat. They're just like doing their own little thing, and I'm just like, I trust you guys. Whatever, sort it out. But yeah, no, it's true. That's good. I abstain from having any input into the matter because I don't know. Because honestly, it's not even like, I don't think it's dyscalculia because it's not like my brain messes up the numbers. I just glaze over when I see numbers. Yeah, see, I'm the same as Pharmaclass. I'm like, I just see numbers and I'm just like, cool, yep, sure. Like, they don't permeate my brain in any meaningful capacity. It's just like, cool, that's another language that I don't speak. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know, but I think, like, for those who don't like math or don't enjoy math, any math, any numbers is like, you're a genius. Like, honestly, Probacus, like, you doing equations right now, you and Snipen, I'm like, cool, these are magicians. They are performing magic in front of our eyes. This is a magic duel of sorts, and you're using numbers to do it. Sorry, yes, the maths. The maths aren't mathsing. The maths aren't mathsing. I have a spreadsheet that shows how in the negative will go if I didn't have a buffer. Yeah. To be fair, Liam made me a spreadsheet for my finances, and I was really diligent at, like, updating them every year. But I had to go through and, like, update the spreadsheet to update all of the, like, whatevers to automatically filter in and stuff, and I didn't do that, and it's almost October, and I've not... Who knows? Yeah, I've definitely been sort of, like, in ostrich mode about personal finances this year. Don't do what I do. Yeah. Mathematics. I did fake math. I just did a calculator take. Yeah. Ours is called McBudget. That's amazing. I love that. I love McBudget. Listen. The North American versions of things is like, we don't got time. We don't got time for all these extra letters. Though apparently my mom was talking, or not my mom, my mother-in-law, so also my mom and my mom. So my mother-in-law was talking about how a lot of times North American words are shorter. Like, you know how a lot of in a lot of words that would traditionally have, exactly. Yeah, it was because of the printing press. So it cost a lot of money to print individual words on a printing press, so then they would cut sort of the inconsequential letters out of something so that it would be cheaper for them to print. So it was like an economical removal of words. Yeah. 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 Color and crisps fight me. Hey man, Canadians still have the U. We put the U back in all the things, so yeah. Yeah, crisps are chips, and chips are fries. Right, haha, yup. Oh, trust me, the first, like, few months that I was living here, everything just became chips. It was, yeah, fries were chips, and potato, and crisps were chips. Everything was just chips for a while. Yes, you're not from a, yes. Sips the tea. Okay, I think we need All right, we're going to put this back up here. That's not, yeah. No, I did constantly. I constantly confused chips with fries and fries with, I don't know, it was just... Though, it's so funny because my entire life, like in Canada, we always called chips fries, except when we went to go get fish and chips. That's when the fries changed. The fries became chips, but only within relation to fish and chips, because the name of the food was fish and chips. Do you know what I mean? It was never fish and fries, though that was a fun alliteration. Yeah, it was always fish and chips, but then fries outside of its association with fish. Yeah, I want to adopt a posh accent, but also be able to farm. Yeah. I crave fries on the daily, but deny myself often. Yeah. Fries are, I just love potatoes, you guys. Curly fries, steak fries, all fries, regular fries. Oh, yeah, truly. Yeah, exactly, Sniper. The correct answer is yes. Yeah, I like potatoes on the forum. We consider a chunkier cut fry. Yeah, that's true. If you think like fries, yeah, like a fry, like a French fry is like a McDonald's fry. It's like a skinny little fry. And then yeah, chips are like a chunky, almost like bordering a wedge, bordering a potato wedge, I think is, yeah. Yes. Crisps are the cool thin kind, yeah. Yeah, honestly. It's true. It's true. Yeah, in this house we are potato stans. Of the food variety and of the person variety. Oh, green ones? Wedges of sculpted chips. Like, it's true, yeah. We love a good multifunctional potato. Also known as death potato. Yeah. The green Halloween potato. Yep. Made these last week. Dude. Yes. These are like, yeah. You know what these are? This is almost like, this is like have you guys ever been to like a county fair and had the like tornado potato? They're absolutely, yeah. Hasselbacks. Yeah. Tried to make the link longer. No, so good. Sniping, yes. I love it. But yeah, have you guys ever had the tornado potatoes from like a county fair where they take a full potato like that, like a Hasselback, but instead of just cutting it on one side, they take the potato and they string it on a skewer and they use something to like spiral cut it and then they splay it out over the skewer, deep fry that shit, and it's like a long potato chip. And it's so good. And you cover it in like salt and pepper and stuff like that. And it's just the most fun. To be fair, I think that's the funnest potato. The funnest potato is, yeah, I think that's what they use. Or they do something of the sort. Is, yeah, potato. Yeah, let me Google this. Let me Google the tornado potato. It is county fair. Tornado potato. Yes! Or called twist potatoes, potato swirl, potato on a stick, tornado fries, or chips on a stick. Apparently it's a popular street food in South Korea. I didn't know that, but like, look at this shit. I'm sorry. It's so fun. The only thing you have to worry about though is like trying to eat it and not like poke yourself in the eye while you're trying to eat it. But other than that, it's so much fun. It's the funnest potato, in my opinion. Need to make some ball apple sauce. Oh man, the potato version of a turkey Twizzler. I don't know if I've ever seen a turkey Twizzler, but yes, sure, yes. See, I wanted to make, so Liam and I went to the dog park and I completely forgot about my plan to pick the apples at the dog park to go and like make an apple pie or something with them. And then I thought about the applesauce too, because I think they're getting to the point where they're like probably overripe. And so they probably would make a good applesauce. And then I was thinking about how I've not had applesauce in a long time. I can't remember the last time I've eaten applesauce. We used to get like applesauce like snack packs in our lunches as kids. But yeah, I don't know the last time I've actually like consciously eaten applesauce. And it kind of makes me a little sad, because I feel like that was like a childhood staple. Between the ages of 0 to 16. Yeah? Let me Google that actually. That is my next Google. Keskala turkey Twizzler. Well, this is like some Parisian. This is actually giving kind of Parisian Studio Ghibli vibes, which is interesting. Then food laws happened and they were ruined forever. Oh no. Yeah, is it one of those where they were like, there's nothing but artificial bullshit in here. We need to... Turkey Twizzlers. Oh, Sol, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. Twizzlers. No way! Those actually look so fun. Those look so fun, and I absolutely would have been into them as a kid. That's so good. Turkey Twizzlers. That's actually super fun. I've never seen these before. Wow. Oh. Sorry. I realized I think I ran out of the antihistamine that I've been taking every day, and I was like, whatever, like I'll just like leave my body to sort of do its thing and see if my histamines are all sorted out. Judging by my itchy eyes and like sniffly nose, I think I need to go get more antihistamines. Yes, I was aware of the McRib. We definitely did at one point. Oh, I think I glitched. Interesting. Yeah, no, I've definitely had a McRib in my pre-celiac diagnosis days. Yeah. Or I don't even know if I had a McRib, but we definitely had like, whatchamacallit, there was like boneless ribs that we used to get that we could oven microwave, and I think it was like what a McRib was. Oh, you should. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't cold turkey allergen meds, but I just run out and then I'm like, shit, I don't have any more. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, lesson learned. Absolutely. I'll pick some up tomorrow. I guess I could ask Liam to grab some. Is he on his way home yet? I'm not sure. What time is it? Maybe. He might be able to. It's fine. I'll go get some tomorrow. Anyway. Really? That's wild. I didn't think it could be that severe of a rate, like of a, I don't know, is that like a withdrawal symptom, or is that just your body being like, oh my god, we're now being bombarded by the allergens? That's interesting. Oops. Yeah, with withdrawals. Interesting. I think it's because it's not like I've not put any sort of, like, there's been not any allergies, like allergen thingies, because like I have like medicated eye drops and stuff that I've been using, so I've not like completely removed all of the allergy prevention things from my arsenal, but yeah. maybe I should not do that. It's just annoying because I feel like I started taking them as like a hay fever tablet for like the spring, and then I would stop taking them, and then it would be like, oh no, I'm still having the allergy symptoms. And then I've just been like literally every day for like a year taking, like, I don't think that that's normal to like just be allergic to your environment forever, like all year round. I don't know. Like, it's inconsequential to me because I already have like a couple medications that I take every day, so like it's not, you know, I'm like, well, let's add one more to the mix. But I don't know if that's normal. You know, like, is it normal that you just take a daily antihistamine every day for the rest of your life? Like, is that normal? I don't know. You have to wean yourself off slowly. So maybe that's what it is, too. Maybe I just stopped taking it and then I have these symptoms and I should not do that. Right. So if I want to have a true, accurate reading of whether or not I have said allergies, I should be maybe like every other daying it for a while and do like one of those. Interesting. Yeah. I learned something new today. Thank you for that. Yeah. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not the fact that I'm currently having allergies. It's that I'm having withdrawals from the allergy medication. That could be what's happening. Interesting. You know what it is? It's like I need to get... I keep thinking about it, and to be fair, I felt this for a long time, where I know it wouldn't be possible, but I'm like, I just need Shadow to be a service dog, because then when I'm out walking him in the morning, and I'm like, oh man, like I really need to pick this thing up from the store, I can just go with him, as opposed to being like, damn it, I gotta drop him off, leave the house again, because like, I don't want to have to leave the house more often than I need to. And I know you would say maybe going to get allergy pills is a necessary need to leave the house, but like in my brain, I can't logic that always. So, my breakfast today and I leaned over to file things. Oh no! Sometimes it's like, sometimes you think it's a good thing where you're like, oh, if I put on this scent, it'll be like, almost like a placebo effect where I'll get the bread fix without actually getting the bread fix, but it backfired for you and I'm really sorry. That's frustrating. I know it's one of those where I'm like, oh, the end is... We still have, like, so much of this to do, but I'm also like, damn, like, we've come so far. I feel like, you know... I feel like we'll finish this before we finish Howl's Moving Castle, that's for sure. I have to figure out... I've been scheming, like... how I'm going to reorganize the house for the Halloween party. Because usually, and I've talked about this before, like usually what happens is we don't include the upstairs. So the spare bedroom just becomes a dumping ground for all the stuff downstairs that we don't want down there during the party. But because we're going to utilize the spare bedroom now, I'm like, shit, now I need to figure out, I think everything's just going to get stooshed in here. On top of everything else that's already stooshed in here. So that's going to be interesting. Because in my brain, I kind of want to, like, do that sooner than later, but I also don't want to, like, bombard around Liam's, like, work desk with, like, a bunch of shit. Because that feels, not healthy to have to work around a bunch of stuff. But I guess I can prep all the stuff that we want to move in the spare bedroom, and then on that day, just do the run. Oh my goodness. 3 Marie, welcome in, friends. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Cheers to you. Oh my goodness. How are you today? What were you working on? What were you doing? Welcome in, everyone. My name's Nostalgia Tash. We craft and stuff. Currently we're diamond painting and drinking tea and living our best lives. I hope you are too. Living your best life, that is. Let me know what you're working on. If you need to raid and run, though, I totally understand. Yeah, welcome in. So happy to have you guys here. We are, working on our Starry Night diamond painting. This is the second diamond painting ever that I've done, because, you know, when I get a bee in my bonnet or something I want to do, I do not half-ass the thing. We're going to go get Grandma. Oh, no problem. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. I'm glad Grandma needs to go get Gogh, so I'm glad she's doing that. I hope you are well, Mama Rita. I hope everything is going well for everyone today. You have made it past the halfway point in the week, and we are getting close to Friday. But yeah, what else have we been up to today? We've been talking about all sorts of stuff. But mostly just hanging out and placing diamonds. Just crocheting around light strings. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so interesting. I like that. Everyone's so creative, honestly. Like, there are such creative people out there, and I love it. I love hearing what people are working on. I love seeing the progress that people are making on projects. It's just so wonderful, honestly. There's so many creative people in the world, and I just love them all. I wonder what the finished project's gonna be. If it's a community project, I wonder, like, if multiple people are contributing to it. And then, oh, I have so many questions. So many questions. That sounds amazing. Yeah, she's crocheting flowers. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I would assume. That's awesome. That's such a creative thing to do as well. That's one thing I've not tried. At least that I know of. I've not ever tried to crochet. That's the one. That's the one kit that I have not procured for myself before. What kind of kits? We've done string art, we've done knitting, we've done miniatures, we've done diamond art. But yeah, crocheting isn't one of them. But people who crochet, like, there's some really cool stuff that I've seen people crochet, and I'm just like, that's amazing. Truly. Yes. People can create the most wonderful things. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, in my brain, I feel like knitting and crocheting, I know that they're very different, but I think a lot of the same, like, skills are applied in both of them. But for whatever reason, when I see, like, it seems more often than not that people, like, the cool stuff, aside from, like, clothing, is, crocheted. Knitting too, yeah. Okay, yeah, so then it's a bit of both. I like that. My understanding is that, like, knitting, you knit with, like, 2 needles, but crocheting, you only have 1 hook that you crochet with. Is that correct? Or is there 2 hooks in crochet? Or not? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's from my understanding. It seems like there is 1 crochet hook, but 2 knitting needles. Though I assume you can maybe knit with 1 needle. I don't know. Maybe you can't. I'm not sure. Again, that's an area. I have friends, like my brother-in-law. I don't know if he still knits, but he was, like, a really avid knitter for a while. Like, I know knitters, but I don't know lots about knitting, if that makes sense. I'm like, but the people seem really cool. And so does the craft. feel like I swapped out some colors and then I need to swap them back in. Oh well, it happens. We're doing okay though. But yeah, originally on the stream schedule, we were going to do nail painting, but I think I'm going to save spooky nail painting for October, actual spooky time. So tomorrow we will be back here. We're going to do more cross stitch. So I have two whips that I am earnestly putting effort into right now. Currently, it is this guy here, this diamond painting, and then our Howl's Moving Castle cross stitch, because I promised my mom, or I bet my mom, that I would finish it by November. But I also plan on not working on it at all on stream during spooky season, because we're gonna do spooky things. So I want to try to get the last few good hours into the cross stitch before we put it to bed, and I have to try to figure out when on my own time I'm gonna work on it. But I also worked out too, because again, I was kind of drafting like a tentative spooky schedule of like what kind of things we can do. And I totally forgot, guys. Do you remember we were working on a original cross stitch of Phantasma in her party hat? The Party Phantasma cross stitch? It's still sitting over there. That's another one that we're working on, but it's also, because it's a ghost, it's also spooky themed, so we're just going to transition from one long-standing whip to another long-standing whip, but I also think that we can probably get Phantasma finished by the end of the month, depending on how much and how often we work on it. But yeah, so there will be a return to some other whips. The other thing I was thinking about doing, actually, before I forgot about Phantasma, is that I still have the Cryptid Stitch Along by the Wishy Stitcher that I started like in 2021 and have not touched. And that's kind of spooky themed. So we theoretically could work on cryptids as well, but I think we're probably going to work on Phantasma because I can see the end goal of that one in sight. But yeah, so yeah. Basically what it is we're not going to start any new projects for Halloween of the cross-stitch diamond art variety. I do want to maybe do some more watercolor painting, because I think I still have a couple postcards left. I don't have any more keychains, but I do have a couple postcards. So we can maybe, I was thinking of doing like a pumpkin patch, watercolor painting, yeah, maybe something else. Maybe some ghosties. We'll see. But yeah. I think the biggest thing though, like the biggest thing until after the 14th will just be sort of like prepping for the Halloween party. And then afterwards, we can then sort of, I will be a lot more like loosey-goosey and like less stressed and concerned about those sorts of things. I'm not like concerned, but obviously there's prep that needs to be done. But once the party is done, then we can just like vibe. We can just chill. Though it is, I feel so bad. Honestly, like Liam really, I don't know, drew the short end of the stick. Liam's birthday is in October. But basically my entire brain gets hijacked in October to just think about spooky season, that I need to remind myself, like, yo, bitch, your husband's birthday is also somewhere in there too. You need to be thinking about that. So, poor man married a woman who is obsessed with Halloween, and just happens to be born in the month that her obsession takes over. So I do think, so his birthday's on the 18th, which is a not stream day. It's on a Wednesday. But I think maybe on the Tuesday we'll do another baking stream, and we will do another cake bake. Like we'll do a birthday cake baking stream because he loves Victoria sponge cake. And so I think we can do that for him. So we're gonna have so many baking streams this month. Like, it's actually nuts. We went from like not having any baking streams and me constantly promising and not delivering on the baking streams. And yeah, now we're gonna have a bunch because we got Halloween prep to do, and then add his birthday to the activity. Yeah, truly. Yeah, it's tacked on there. It's Halloween prep and Halloween party, and then yeah, also his birthday at the bottom of the list. It's not at the bottom. There's stuff happening. The other thing too though is Liam is also very difficult to buy for. He's a very practical boy. That or practical and specific. So there's things that he likes and wants, but it's very particular, the things he likes and wants. And then also what he does like and want is like very, I don't know, like he doesn't want for much in the world, which then makes him difficult to buy for. But I have a couple ideas up my sleeve. But the problem is, do you guys have this when you have like a difficult person to buy for in your life, like in your immediate life or whatever, and you come up with like one really good idea? You're like, this is the good idea. Like, damn it, I'm so proud of myself. I came up with an idea for this person. And then you get 6 people messaging you being like, oh, what should I get for so-and-so's birthday? This will happen. Honestly, guys, as soon as October turns around, like a week before his birthday, I'm gonna get a bunch of messages being like, so what should I get Liam for his birthday? And I'll be like, I have one idea that I managed to come up with for myself. Figure it out. Like, I don't know. I can't help you. Or I give away my one idea and then I'm like, shit. Now what? Yeah, right? Honestly. Yeah, right? There is. These people are difficult. And then, yeah, and then people have the audacity to be like, I would like, some information. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, if you think of something, let me know. Honestly. Yeah. Truly, honestly. Yeah, there's always that one person in your life that's difficult to buy for and everybody knows it, and then they come to you thinking that you're gonna have more insight, and I'm like, dude, I'm in the same boat as all of you. I'm like, though. I also think too, though, because like I think it also is related to, do you guys, I think we talked about it before, but like, do you know what your love language is? So if you guys ever talked about like love languages and stuff like that, so like Liam's love language is not gift giving. So I think that that's the other thing too. Like there are certain people whose like love languages, I think people whose like, I don't think my love language is gift giving, but also people always tell me, you know what it is? I have the opposite problem. Apparently I'm so easy to buy for because I have things that I'm interested in. So they're like, oh my God, it's so easy to buy for Tasha because we just like buy her either something spooky related, something tea related, something Alice in Wonderland related. Like I have hobbies that they can then filter through like the gifts. And again, they're amazing. But then sometimes I'm like, there's this random one piece of shit thing that I'm like, this would be really cool to have. But because nobody asks Liam for advice, he like then he can't dish out those ideas and like plant them. Though I think last year people did. I think for like Christmas and stuff like that. It makes me sound so ungrateful. I'm like, everyone just like buys me amazing gifts, but not actually what I want. Like that's not what I mean. But sometimes, especially like if it's something that you don't want to buy for yourself because it seems like kind of trivial and silly, sometimes it's nice when like people are like, oh, like what can I get so-and-so? And you can be like, this thing. I actually have to ask Liam because Liam really wants a drone. But obviously, because he's a particular specific person, there's a particular drone that he probably wants. And so I don't want to say to people, oh, he wants a drone. I'll be like, no, get the exact drone. And then also too, then, because we've done it a lot as a family too, where like there'll be a big ticket item that somebody wants and then everybody will sort of pitch in what they can in order to procure that for somebody. And that's, I really appreciate that, especially too, because there are people who, you know, like it's been a tough year. And so I think it's much more economical in some ways as well, because then you're not struggling financially to find something for someone that you're not even sure they're gonna like. You'd rather be like, I'm gonna chip in 10, 15, 20 pounds, whatever you're able to this collective pot to buy one thing that person really, really likes. I think that that's a good way forward for a lot of gift giving, but you know, sometimes it's easier said than done as well. But you gotta find that thing first. But yeah. But we'll do nice cute things. Because the other thing too, right, is then there's like lots of stuff that I think would be fun, but then I'm like, that's not necessarily something that he would appreciate. Like I follow all of these Greyhound artists that do like custom portraits and sticker packs and stuff, and I'm like, I just want to get like all of these Greyhound artists to like draw me their version of Shadow, and that would just make me the happiest person in the world. And I think Liam would like it, but I don't think that, you know what I mean? Like the same level of excitement he would have for that. Who knows? Maybe I'll be like, what if I get a custom portrait of the dog? Would you love that? Might be like, what? What are you talking about? But yeah. The other thing too, though, is like, because the other option as well is like excursions or adventures or things like that. But then it's also having to like take into consideration like people's work schedules and stuff too. Because it's like, oh, like there's this thing that's happening that's really cool, but it's like if it's happening during the week, like can you get the day off, or like can you do this, this, that, and the other. But I don't know.
Hey, check your posture.
It is the... Oh, it's another health check. Thank you, Probacus. Let's do some more stretching. Let's do... Everyone, stay hydrated. We're gonna stretch together. Let's do different stretches. We've done some kinds of stretches. We'll do different stretches this time. Some of this. Cool. I was doing some gardening yesterday. I was weeding the garden, trimming back the hedges. I told you guys how actually Liam already got an early birthday present from his aunt. She ordered something to him and got it delivered to our in-laws' house, and then they were like, you can give it to him now so he can enjoy it now. But we got like an umbrella, like a yard umbrella for our like patio barbecue pit area, but it's massive, which is amazing because then basically the entire like third of the patio area is going to be covered and we need it to be. But the way that it operates, you ended up having to like stick your hand into like one of the flower bushes we had. And so I was like, oh man, like it's grown over the retaining wall. Like I need to cut it back. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to do that yesterday because it was decent out. So I cut that back, and then there was other things like that needed weeding and like other things that needed to be cut back. I didn't realize there were some like shrubs and things in our yard that were so, you were very bendy. Thank you. I try my best. Let's do our 20 seconds out the window. Yeah. But yeah, there were a couple of shrubs that I was like, I didn't realize how much they had grown until I was like getting ready to cut everything back. And I was like, damn, like what the hell? What's going on? Okay, eyeball ones. Ready? Do the eyeball circuit. Do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the opposite. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Perfect. But yeah, we try to be, you know, I can't do the, what is this? I don't even know. Trying to be wavy. That's wavy though, not bendy. Okay, what else are we doing? I hate trimming shrubs. Oh no, yeah, that happens. The only thing I like it is I get deep satisfaction in like, you know, squaring them off. I don't try to like, I think if you try to do like a round shrub, like mine would come out all wonky, but I'm just like, I'm gonna make this like this, and then I'm like, hee hee. So I get like a visual satisfaction. So it takes 160 seconds to do the stretch, to do the health check. You timed it? Cool. A bit more than 2 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think it obviously depends on like how long we do the stretching component. But yeah, just over 2 minutes for a health check, you guys. It's important. Just think, it only takes a little over 2 minutes out of your day. Let's round up. Let's do 2.5 minutes out of your day every couple of hours. So that'll maybe what? If you do it, I don't know, every hour for a minute and a half, that's not bad. That's not bad. That puts it into perspective. That makes it seem like you know? Attainable. I think sometimes people think that, like, checking in and taking care of yourself is, like, such a pain in the ass, but it just takes a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time out of your day to check in with yourself and take care of yourself. Honestly, though, it helps to have a probacus around to remind you. It does help. If you guys could all just have like a little pocket probacus just to pop out every couple of hours and be like, by the way, do your health check, you know? It's very helpful. Yeah, would recommend procuring a little pocket probacus to remind you. If you do it, yeah. Oh, no, you lost me. No, to be fair, I do need to work on my core, but yeah, I don't do push-ups or sit-ups. I do stretches though, and I walk, because obviously I take Shadow for a walk every day. Pop these here for a bit. Pocket probacus. Yeah! Little one to pop up and be like, oi, oi, take care of yourself. And you go, yep, will do. Okay, we need the twos. Actually, both of these will be helpful. Oh! Wow. What is it? Sorry? I found out the hard way pocket people are a fetish? Interesting. Huh. I guess, honestly, isn't that like a rule? Like, what is it? Rule, like, 42, where there's a rule where they're like, if you can think it, there's probably, like NSFW videos or pictures of it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, oh yeah, is that... Yeah. Yeah, truly, I'm aware that I have a shit core. That is something I do need to work on. I'm getting better, though. Honestly, like, when I was in secondary school, because I went to a performing arts school, and we got to major and minor in an art. And so I minored in dance. And so I think it was like 3 days a week for like 2 years or something. I was taking ballet. I was in the best shape. Like I actually had like good posture. Nothing to really snap your body into shape than doing ballet, honestly. Like, cause it was all like, it was mostly core. It was like a lot of plies and a lot of like discipline of your body. And so yeah, I had incredible posture for those couple years. Yeah, this guy was talking to me, always wanted to be shrunk down and would try to roll. Huh. That's interesting. Is it rule 34? Yeah, I don't know. I just know that it's a number rule. Thank God I said one. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've ever... Like, I don't know. Like, most of my any sort of interaction that I had that was of an NSFW nature, none of them ever got, like... They weren't, like, out of... Like, not out of hand. Like, not in, like, a kink-shamey way. But, like, there was never anything that I would, like, sort of, like, raise my eyebrow about. to a huge degree. The only thing was like maybe feet. Like that was, I've only ever had like someone who like had declared a fetish to me was that there was a guy that was like into feet, but like it was so inconsequential to me. I was like, sure, whatever floats your boat. It doesn't do anything for me, but like whatever, you know? Oh, there we go. Oh. Interesting. I guess it's probably like, it's probably good to, this sounds really silly, but like it's probably good to diversify your kinks. Like to have a range. Like if you are gonna have like a specific thing that you're into, it might be good to have a couple of things, because then at least like your chances of like one of them being satisfied for you is higher. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you only have, like, one very specific niche kink, it's gonna be more difficult for you to find somebody who's, like, down to satisfy that for you. Versus, like, if you have a couple different ones, if they're like, I'm not down for that, but, like, I'm down for this one, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be, you would, that would be a high, you know, you'd have a higher success rate at getting those things satiated for you. Perhaps. That's my theory. Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, definitely. But then I guess too, right, it's, you know, if people are super into something, even if they do have other things they're into, I would assume it would be more difficult for them to be fully satiated until they were able to, like, achieve that. Do I need my bonk bat? I think I'm being pretty PC in how I'm discussing the NSFW topic. Just saying. I'm, like, being very, I don't know. I feel like I'm being very chill about it. Not just me. Yeah. Hey man, the more you know, and knowledge is power. It's a lot. Yeah, I feel like it would be. People need some reservation. Yeah. I think you just smile and you go, interesting. No thank you. But yeah, it's gotta be, like, I do think that there needs to, you know what I mean? Like, especially, first of all, you're already in a vulnerable state, because, like, to be choosing to share your body with somebody is already, like, quite an intimate experience, and quite a, like, you know, could be a nerve-wracking experience, especially like if you, I don't know, like if you're trying to connect with a person, and I think everybody has their own like insecurities and stuff like that, and then it's like you really have to just like let it all out there, and then to have another thing to like, you're already vulnerable because you're like literally exposed to a person, and yeah, to then bring up another thing on top of that already being vulnerable. Okay, yeah, no, that was... That's interesting. That does sound like a lot. I feel like that's a different situation. That's yo, we're down for... They're just, like, putting feelers out, and it's, like, totally within your right to be like, nah, dude, don't spring this on me. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, truly. Truly. Yeah, some people need to go to horny jail. They just need to have a bit more tact. You know? Yeah. It's all the wieners you can imagine, both literally and figuratively. Yeah. Definitely. As far as the eye can see. You wonder, like, I don't know, man. Like, do people... I would assume that people don't think that they're going to be able to form a meaningful, intimate relationship with somebody when the first interaction they have is, like, sending them an unsolicited dick pic. You know what I mean? Like... It just, like, I don't know, and I can only assume that it is for the lulz, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, it can't, you can't assume that that's gonna lead anywhere happy, healthy, and positive, you know what I mean? Like, that's gotta be some sort of, like, a control thing, to be like, I'm going to... like, do this thing to elicit a reaction for the lulz. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but if you're trying to do a bit and get a reaction out of somebody, that's not how you form a meaningful relationship. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Mind you, I feel like I had, like, when I was an app user back in the day, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I had, thankfully, positive experiences. There were some, like, weird ones, but there weren't any ones that I was like, now I'm scarred for life. I'm just kind of like, oh, this is interesting. Moving on now. But yeah. But some of it can be annoying. Like, some of it's kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah. I guess so. It could be seen that way, but could also be seen that, like, you know, people have needs, and if they want to go out and try to find a way to experience that, then that's on them, right? Because some people also, like, again, some people view, like, sex and, like, being intimate as a very intimate thing, and some people just, like, don't take it that seriously. As long as everyone's being consensual and protected and keeping themselves and the other person safe, you do you, you know? That, and you also don't discuss it. I always thought it was so weird when people would, like, ask you, like, did you ever have that where people go, what's your number? And then, like, people will, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But yeah, there used to be like people that I knew that would ask me like that, almost like as a thing, and I'm like, okay, but based on what my answer is gonna be, like if we have a connection and you're enjoying talking to me, and then I tell you what my number is, and then that makes you not like me anymore, then that's like a very like I don't know, like that's a weird interpretation. But I have needs called food, water, and oxygen. Yeah, and internet. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's very gamified. I think that's the thing. You have to know that you're playing a game, and you have to play the game if you want it to be successful. I think that's what it is. I think that was like when I did do like literally play on the apps. It was just like, oh, we're just looking for shit, like for fun shits and giggles. And then yeah, if it leads to something more cool, but like if you're going into it thinking it's gonna lead somewhere, I think it's gonna be really difficult because yeah, like you said, people are like, oh, you're just a screen. I don't have to treat you as compassionately as I would have. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. If that's something that is important to you and you would ask those questions sort of like out the gate, then that's fair. Because you're right. Like, I think it also comes down to, yeah, like it's one of those where that just sounds like you would be wholly incompatible with that person, right? Because it's like that would already tell me, like, that's not a judgment of any which way of their lifestyle. It would be a judgment on whether or not you would be compatible with them. And because that's not your lifestyle or the way that you view that situation, then you just know you wouldn't be compatible. So you need that information. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And that's why I think there's just a legitimate, like, desire to just, like, almost, like, make people uncomfortable. Like, I think that there are people that, like, get off. It's, like, a power thing, right? Like, I do think that it's, like, I'm gonna do this thing that's probably gonna make you uncomfortable just so that I can, like, I don't know, like, have a giggle to myself, being like, look, I managed to make this awkward, like, look at me sort of thing. I think it's a power and control thing. Yeah. Because there's no way that you're looking for a legitimate relationship by sending dick pics out into the world. When you're in an established relationship and maybe that's something that people enjoy doing, sure. But yeah, out the gate, it's like, yeah. Yeah. That or maybe people are just, like, so narcissistic that they think that, like, their junk is just gonna, your junk alone is gonna get people into bed. It's like, sorry, dude, like, that's why, like, sex toys exist. Like, I'm fully capable of sorting myself out. I do not need this magical thing that you're sending me. Like, that's gonna make or break this. It's not. Like, you can't have the most, I don't know, like, like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. I don't know. I would be very curious to know. Because, again, the same thing, too, is, like, you know, people still get, like, catcalled all the time, and that happens all the time. And then you just wonder, like, okay, what is the goal of that? Yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing, too, right? Like, when you can tell people will actually, like, read your profile, that's when you know, like, okay, you're actually on here to actually have a conversation and not just, like, stare at a picture and find someone hot to bang. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is a good question. That's a tough question, too. I used to think about that a lot. Not a lot, but, like, I would have discussions about that with my friends. Of, like, in the event of an apocalypse, of a zombie apocalypse, what do you do? Where do you go? They're not fantastic to look at, no. There must be some people out there that enjoy them. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Honestly, like, also, too, though, like, how bold of you to assume that I'm not gonna, like, screenshot this and share it with my girlfriends. You know what I mean? So that's another thing as well. Like, do people not, like, are people not aware of, like, that's putting a lot of trust in someone to not share that. Like, you wonder if they're considering that when they do this. Like, I know that obviously their face is probably not in the photo, but, like, that's still, like, your junk could be circling around the internet and you wouldn't know because you're just sending it to all these random girls and not thinking that they're gonna, like, do anything with that. I don't know. I just, like, you know, protect your member, you know? Yeah, there's a power move. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a power move to send back another one. That would be a power move. That would be a power move. If they send you one and then you send them one back, that would be hilarious, actually. But yeah, no puking per back is okay. We'll stop talking about the weens. Guys, no more ween talk. This is a classy place. We're gonna be better. But yeah, kudos to all of you that are still out there navigating dating and the dating apps and things. Because also, too, we become... Oh, oop. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you are... Okay, again, last bit. If you are going to send one back, it better be a bigger one. That's how the power move really, like, you really take it home. But yeah, honestly, kudos to everybody who is still navigating social, like, you know, navigating the dating apps, navigating just dating in general. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, seeing if something fits, seeing if it doesn't. Like, it's tough. I think we're almost ready to switch some colors around again. I don't have to do that anymore. Yeah. Yes, I remember you saying that. You're like, Chris has to go first. That's not allowed. You're like, he needs to go. I witnessed friends use them. It's not a chill selective process. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've definitely had friends that did that because it sounded really bad because they were like really sort of hard on themselves. And I don't think like, I think I remember my one friend saying that like 2 people matched with them or like 3 people matched with them and 2 of them were bots. And I didn't even know that there were bots on dating apps. And how a lot of them just like swiped right on all of them just to see what happened. Yeah. I'll play the game for at least a good while. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I'm good. I'm so glad. I'm glad that this psycho stalker behavior is no longer happening for you. 'Cause that was stressful, I'm sure. Yeah, we need you happy, healthy, and thriving, and you can't do that when you have somebody constantly popping out of the woodworks uninvited. Really? Yeah. Interesting. I assume some of the paid apps and stuff. That's the other thing too, though, is I think, like, I feel like if you legitimately wanted to, like, find a love connection, like, truly, like, there are online dating apps that are, like, you know, like eHarmony, or, like, ones that, like, are paid, that you've been around, like, that have been around for a while, and they, like, do compatibility tests, and they match you based on all those different things, as opposed to just, like, you having to do the matching yourself. So I think, like, there are options for that. Like, I think that if you wanted to do that, go that route, like, there are ways to do that that are more, like, I don't know, like, science-based. Because I wouldn't knock it. Like, I feel like there are, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like legitimately you can find love anywhere, really. I don't think that there's... It's basically, like, if you're able to form a deep connection with somebody... And if anything, too, sometimes online, you're forced to have to be really good at communicating, because that's the only way you can build intimacy is via communicating. Versus, like, in person, sometimes people don't talk about their feelings and communicate because they're just, like, blinded by each other's hotness and are too busy dealing with that, as opposed to actually, like, forming legitimate connections. Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen the eHarmony Catgirl video. Yeah. I've never seen that. I'm intrigued and a bit concerned. Maybe scared. Should I be scared? Should I be worried? Should I be concerned? Okay, let's keep her going. There's still one more packet of diamonds we've not had to open yet. I think it ends up more up here. Put these guys away for a little bit. And then we need to bring out... Who else can we put away for a little bit? Probably put these guys away for a little bit. And then... I'll put them away too. Making potatoes in the microwave. Oh no! That's so annoying. You're like, listen, that's gonna take a while, isn't it? I guess you said for like 30 minutes. That is how long it is gonna take. Duh, Tasha. That's annoying. Why would they choose to do that? You're like, I'm wasting away. Who's they? I love how anytime anyone in the chat is slighted, everyone else in the chat is like, we fight them, right? We hate them and we fight them. We just take care of each other here. Yeah, where people let me go with. Oh. You were not asked. You were not, yeah, you're like, do I get a steak? Also, that's pretty rough. They're like, yeah, guys, we're gonna do steak and potatoes for lunch, and we're gonna microwave the potatoes. What are they doing with the steaks? Hopefully they don't microwave the steaks. That would be awkward. That would be not safe, probably. Absolutely, absolutely. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Anyone slights chat, I'm like, we hate them. We are team everyone else. Yeah. Oh, they have a grill in the back? That's nice. I would like a grill at the back of my, you know what it is? That's very, like, there's something very Southern about that. Being like, guys, in our places of employment, there's a grill in the back. That's like a necessity of like the staff kitchen includes grill in the back. That makes sense. That makes sense. I wonder if all Alabaman offices have a grill in the back. I would hope so. That would make me happy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Automod don't like horn dogs. You ain't nothing but a horn dog, crying all the time. Do 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 do. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. I think it is now because it's a giant griddle. That's awesome. It is a sex-based term and the Automod doesn't like it. The Automod doesn't appreciate. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. Dudes in the chat. Oh, I guess it's been added to the permitted list. It's okay when Pharma Flask says it. Maybe it's out of context. It has been added to permitted words list, though. I think you have to allow it a couple times before it's like, okay, fine. But yeah, dudes in the chat, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? That's a thing that's been floating around on the internet. I think it's dead now, but I'm intrigued. Do you think about the Roman Empire often? Always. Constantly. People are insinuating leaders, yeah. Yeah, constantly. Probagus is like, I'm always thinking about the Roman Empire. Always. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, you're Greek, so that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, everything is about Rome. Yeah. Yeah. I guess they never, a lot of the TikToks and things are asking in the context of, like, American men. But when it's, like, literally Greek, you're like, yeah, dude, all the freaking time. Because it's literally part of my heritage and my history. What was the Roman Empire? Truly, whack. I don't even know. Like, honestly, I'm not going to attempt to guess that. Religion, our law, our heritage, everything. Yeah, right? Roman Empire. Literally the foundation of Greece, Roman Empire. So all the goddamn time. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because it was like on TikTok and on Instagram or whatever. People would be asking like the dudes in their life and they would be like, yeah, you know, I think about it. Like, you know, a couple times a week, a couple times a day, you know? And everyone was like, I don't understand. That is super, yeah, it is, definitely. Oops. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That should be the new thing. Like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? You're like, every day I'm Greek. This is when we get to the international folk I enjoy. Yeah. Oh man. I never even thought about this. Yeah. I think about Lisa Frank every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. The sort of like day glow, really like bright neon colors. Everyone's really into, to be fair, I say this as somebody whose entire aesthetic seems to have come into like neutrals. I seem to be very drawn to neutrals lately, but yeah, I still enjoy a good bright neon fluorescent moment. Just not on my body. But yeah, how come? Yeah. To be fair, I always notice when I find an interesting colored car, like when there's a car that it's a color that just seems out of the ordinary, like out of the sea of like the same colors, I'm like, man, like you really notice. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, everything is like a beige. Everything is like plain. To be fair, I love, this is like a greeny, like a light green color. I would honestly paint like everything this color. I love it so much. And then we have a darker color in this room. But yeah, definitely I'm team colors for sure. For like walls, I think white walls are boring as hell. If you're gonna have a white wall, then you better like cover it in like photos or art or paintings. I get if you're renting, that's like not an option. But yeah. Farm of Flash, you're Midwestern emo though, so we throw a bit of plaid in there. You know what I mean? Plaid is a color. little, you know, a little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of khaki, you know what I mean? Yeah. The Roman Empire goes well with white walls. It's true. Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if it's like white walls as in like they're literally made of like marble or like stone, I get why they're white. Okay? Yeah, brown core. Mm-hmm. Throw me in a Dayglow orange. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I love a good like jewel tone. Not necessarily bright, but I'm a big jewel tone person. Yeah, purple or crimson red. And an eagle. No, I do like a good red as well. I feel like it's pretty bold. Like, I don't know, like when, especially if it's like a bright red, There's something very, like, I don't know, ballsy about it. Like, you just feel, apparently that's a thing, though. Like, color theory is a thing. So I think, like, people wearing red, like, they talk about how if you're wearing red, it, like, exudes kind of confidence and stuff. Because, like, color theory, when you do wear, like, things like that, you naturally just kind of walk a little bit more confidently. I could be making this up, but I feel like that's a thing. Like, when they talk about at least ways to, like, build confidence or, like, make you seem more confident. When you walk into a room, they, like, tell you, like, oh, there's different colors that you could wear that, like, make you seem more confident and stuff. It could be a placebo effect, but I feel like that's a thing. Yeah, I remember reading that purple was the color of, like, nobility. That you were rich, posh bitch if you wore purple. Yeah, go suck the microwave. Sounds like a plan. Just hover and make everyone feel uncomfortable by the microwave. To be like, listen, you assholes took away my ability. Red less pork and most as. Interesting. I would have thought red, though, because red... Because I thought, you know, it's anything that needs to, like, kind of be dyed synthetically. I would assume that red would have taken, like, money to produce that sort of color. But I could be wrong. It could be that they did it via, like, berries and stuff. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Is it like a bodily... Yeah. Blood of our enemies. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Fair enough. I always think it's really cool to see or learn about, like, the way that clothes used to be dyed, like, in terms of colors. Because I know, yeah, like, the way that people will do, like, natural dyes with, like, berries or with, like, different flowers and stuff like that. I think that that's really cool. Yeah, isn't it that they said that, like, in red lipsticks, like, red lipsticks aren't vegan because they use, like, carmine, which is actually, like, ground up, like, beetle carcass or something like that. Like, there's a certain bug or beetle that they grind up to actually make the color red that would go in a lot of cosmetics. Yeah, but aren't they, like, this is also the era where, like, people were, like, no, I think it was a bit after that. Like, a bit after this, people were, like, peeing in buckets and just, like, dumping them out their windows in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, like, we're not, they really weren't, you know, the cleanliest of civilizations for a long time. Yeah, that was Rome in a nutshell. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, invention out of necessity, right? It's like, okay, listen, this is causing problems. We need to fix it. Oh, amazing. Oh, you do have a steak. Oh, wowie wow. Check you out. You get potatoes. Amazing. Even if you weren't allowed to get one, you should have stole one. Hi, baby. Because, like, how you cannot deny someone who literally has a tattoo of potatoes on their arm and not give them a potato. You know what I mean? Like, that would just be rude. No, but now I just have steak to eat. Yeah. You're like, ain't nobody got time. Yeah, steak is a commitment. Like, to have an actual steak for lunch, like, that is a time commitment. Yeah, man, Hot Pocket for the win. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people, at least I don't know if it's like here, but I feel like part of it is here, is they just like put it in trucks and ship it to other places. Yeah. To be fair, I think London has been more than screwed on many occasions. They don't have a stellar track record in pretty much anything, I feel. Yeah, the Thames is bad. Roads and rails are nice and all, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Thames is gross. Like, I feel like there's, like, rivers in other parts of the world that people can, like, swim in and stuff. I'm like, you wouldn't be caught dead swimming in the Thames. That would be... Yeah, you'd probably come out radioactive, to be honest. Yeah, I think most city planning, like, is all, like, a lot of times, I think, especially nowadays, in the way that, like, everything is ruled by money and they don't want to shell it if they don't have to, everything is proactive. So the thought of, like, a city having forethought when considering waste management, like, that would be such a rarity in today's day and age. Yeah. You can swim ours too. Yeah. That's the other thing too, right? Like, there's so many things that, like, when something expands so quickly and then you're not able to keep up with the, like, the modernization and expansion, and then it's like, I don't know, then shit just breaks and then they're retroactively sorting things out. Yeah. Always go in the UK rivers. Yeah. That's true. That's true, actually. I feel like that's a thing. That makes sense. You're right. And, like, the sea is nice. The sea is a nice place to swim. Except I'm not a big fan of pebble beaches, and the UK seems to have a lot of pebble beaches. There's very few sandy beaches near where we are. There are some, but they're further away. All the beaches near us are pebble beaches, which are not nice on the feet. Seriously, this wasn't good enough. Yeah. Oh, honestly, like, it's so funny because Liam and I have this discussion all the time because Canada, like, I don't know, especially like the city like Toronto versus London. Toronto's built on a grid. It's a grid system. So if you make a wrong turn, you just have to drive a couple blocks so you can continue to make right turns to sort of turn yourself around to get back and like try again. Whereas in the UK, if you make a wrong turn, you might never be able to come back to where you were trying to go. You're just off on a side quest for like 45 minutes. You can't, like, sometimes, like, there'll be a moment where it's like, oh, can you get back to where you wanted to go? No, that's it. You're just on a side quest now. Whereas, yeah, in Toronto, it's like, oh, I made a wrong turn. Just make a bunch of right turns, turn yourself around, essentially drive in a rectangle, and you'll come back to where you need to be. Not in the UK, man. You make a wrong turn, that's it. You have no idea. That's why I'm so sat-nav reliant here, because I'm like, I make a wrong turn, I have no idea how to get back to where I need to be. Yeah, our water here is really corrupt, and a few years ago the mayor went to prison for it? No! That's awkward. That's awkward. I don't want to think about. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty intense about food and water standards, which is, I guess, nice. They have something going for them. That we know of. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Bestie's home. Yep. Almost time for a health check. Oh no, another one? Yeah, no, definitely. It's almost. To be fair, I think I need to go grab a tissue. My schnoz is running. So I better go catch it. Oh, finally, I get to put down some of these guys. Sitting there being like, I don't know where these go, but finally, we have some. I'll redeem it. And you catch the tissue as well. Yeah, right? Perfect. Okay, another health check. Okay, we're out of tea though, so we have to drink water. Everybody, hydrate. We do it every 15 minutes. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I do need to grab a tissue though. I can feel the post-nasal drip. Give me a second. I guess Since we're standing, why don't we like do actual, here, let's do some like lunges. Let's do like, there we go. Let's do a lunge or something. Okay. Stretching our calf muscles. Stretching our calf muscles. I guess we can do like a forward fold, but then you guys won't be able to see me, but that's okay. We can do this. There we go. Reach up to the sky. And then we're gonna fold in half. Oh, geez, Scoob. And then we do flat back, like a table. And then we fold down again. And we hold for a minute. Then we take a deep breath. And we go. Okay, what else? Let's lunge this way. And we lean on this side. We go up. And we lean on this side. We can do big circles. And then they move into smaller circles. Oh, get this chair's in the way. And then we do smaller circles. Then we reverse. We do big circles. Okay. Stretching, done. Stare out at the window for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. She had an apple and a pizza pocket, Pharma Flask. She forgot to talk about the pizza pocket. Okay. Now the eyeballs. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and reverse. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 12. Boom! Crushed it. All right. Here, let's proper posture. Oh yeah, the steak and potato. Yeah, I don't know. Are you gonna eat that, or are you doggy bagging that? Cat? Hot chocolate and string cheese for protein. Amazing. Wait, we need to meet. Oh, perfect. Yeah, do it. Or something. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm hoping to cook the spaghetti squash that I bought the other day for dinner. I'm really excited. I've been thinking about it. Like, since I bought it, I've been thinking about it, being like, oh man, when am I gonna take the time to make the spaghetti squash? Because it's so good. So I'm gonna do it tonight because I don't want to wait. Here we go. Breadsteak, curry potato. I could see it. I could see it. Some goat cheese, hot honey crostini. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Are these your HelloFresh meals? That sounds so good. Expect to hear all about it. Yeah. You're like, report back. That's awesome. That's all right. I love how that that must already be on the permitted list because the automod didn't flag it. So I must have already have permitted that, maybe. I love how horn dog is not allowed, but dropping an F-bomb, automod's like, I'll allow it. I mean, caramelized onions. Ooh! Oh, I love caramelized onions on a burger. So good. Yeah, Leo and I will do caramelized onions for stuff all the time. That is true. That is true. Most things are tastier when they're caramelized. Facts. Facts, definitely. Oops. Oh no! Oh no! Wrong spot. There you go. You go here. Going. Guess I should just like focus on one area. I feel like I keep jumping around and then I'm like, oh yeah, and this one needs to go here. Oh yeah, and also this one. I'm like, how about you just focus on one section and stop hip hopping around and then you will not get confused. This guy and pull out some of these. Because this light's directly on here, and I do think it's helpful because I need more light, but because this is shiny, it's like kind of creating a bit of a glare on some of the spaces, so I have to sort of squint to be like, is this what I think it is? Okay, still a few more. Spicy coconut curry, pork noodle soup, and bok choy. Shut up. Okay, why? Oh, these sound so good. They sound so good. I've always wanted to try like a HelloFresh or something just for like those sorts of things where it's like I think it would be fun just to like make new things and then also have like the pre-portioned ingredients, so you're not like, oh, I want to really like make this stuff, and then you're like, now I have a whole ass head of cabbage and I only need like 4 leaves for a thing. Whereas with those, they're like, okay, this is the amount that you need. Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah. So yeah, swapped out the protein sort of thing. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's really fun. Yeah, because I love trying, again, as long as I can eat it, like as long as it's gluten-free, I will try any foods. I think it's so fun to like explore and try new foods. Trying to be strategic and only place moving from like here to here, not going too far up, sort of just where I've naturally folded this. Like who would have thought it would be Ecuadorian, but yeah, never. Have you tried, like, have any of the ones that you've tried, like, you've not enjoyed? Or have all of them been? I guess the other thing, too, is you can probably put in, like, preferences and things that you're not, like, super keen on eating or whatever. Hi! Small Laura, hello, hello. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm doing very well. I hope you are doing well as well. Happy Thursday. Hope things are good. Both your streams going, so I hear music. Oh, really? That's so funny. I like that. That's fine. I think that's great. I don't mind. You diamond paint too? Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, this is only the, like, second diamond painting I've ever done. I do a lot of other crafts. We mostly cross stitch and needle felt on this channel, but every once in a while I get an inkling for a new craft kit, and so this is currently one of the ones. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing very well. I feel like we've made a lot of really good progress on this one, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good as we transition into spooky season. Just trying to get all of my non-spooky crafts. He's drawing mushrooms. Oh, that's so good. Even better. I'm sorry. Can we go raid this person later? I think we might have to. There was one that was like a beef pot pie. Okay, it was just like too carroty. Interesting. Okay, my fan is going nuts right now. Hopefully it is not a problem. Yeah, we'll definitely go do that, because that sounds like 1000% my vibe. Emo music and mushrooms, I'm like, I'm sorry, that is my vibe. Don't love carrots. Yeah. I'm not big on carrots either, to be honest. I'm like, like they're fine. but it's definitely, yeah, it's a mid-tier vegetable in my opinion, at least for me. Okay, we just exploded some dots. It's fine. I don't know if any of them. I think there was only just a few runaways, but that's fine. Did someone say emo music? Right? Pharma Flask is like, hello? Do tell? You're the picky eater mom. Yeah. Yeah, apparently there's another streamer listening to emo music and drawing mushrooms, and so we are absolutely going to go raid into them later, because that sounds like an amazing time. We've got about 10 minutes left to stream. A little over 10. Make sure. Oh, there's another J there. I think mushrooms are absolutely the worst texture. Yeah, food-wise. I don't know if there's anything that I'm like, yeah, I guess because we've talked about this before, how like I don't think I have texture issues, but I could see definitely that, yeah. For people who have texture issues when it comes to food, I could see mushrooms being an absolute like landmine of potential problems. I love mushrooms. Yeah, definitely. I love them, but again, it's one of those things that like we I don't know, we have our sort of veggie staples like that we constantly have in the fridge and whatever, and like we just add it to everything. I feel like mushrooms would also be quite a versatile staple, but it's just one of those ones that we just never think to buy, which is funny. Oops. Yeah. Okay, trying to be... Yeah, these ones are all good. Over here. Sometimes even touching my... Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh no! Yeah. No, I do the same thing too, where there's like certain things that Liam's like not a huge fan of. Like we don't eat, like I would probably eat more fish. To be fair, he's good. Like we always joke, if we can cover fish in batter and deep fry it, he's down. We've lately been doing a lot of like salmon and puff pastry, and that's like been really good. So I still do get my like my salmon fix and stuff like that. He's not a big seafood person though, so we don't, again, unless it's battered and deep fried. I did find actually frozen breaded scampi and calamari gluten-free, and it's so good. I'm so stoked that we found this. So actually, now that I think about it, I'm like, I do get my seafood fix, so that's nice. That's nice for me. It's just like raw seafood that's like not covered in batter that he's like, no. J. You're not a fish person at all? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Does that extend to seafood as well, or is it just fish? Like, you'll do seafood, or is it like no bueno on any seafood? You're turning into a fish person. Oh, yeah. Yeah, isn't it that you said, like, you don't mind fish, but, like, I think you were saying that, like, salmon almost, like, tastes super fishy, so that one is, like, a no-go, whereas, like, white fish is a little, like, less. Yeah. Not in, like, a fun way. You're like, I'm turning into a fish person against my will. For the greater good, yeah. I've tried, like, the idea of it. Yeah. Yeah, so that means no sushi for you. Usually, though, like, when you, like, now I feel like when you go to, like, sushi restaurants and things like that, like, there's so many just, like, tempura stuff. Like, there's so much, like, you can get meat there. You don't have to get fish. Like, there's so many options to go when you, like, go to a sushi restaurant or go to, for, like, Japanese cuisine and stuff. Like, it's not, people can order sushi, but then there's, like, plenty of other options for those who are not into sushi. Feels like yeah. No, I think, yeah. No, I wouldn't. If you're like, I've tried salmon, I'm not a fan. I feel like salmon always tastes like salmon regardless of how it's prepared. So if you're not a fan of that, like, it's such a strong, flavorful fish that I don't think you're gonna, yeah, no. Usually get, like, smoked salmon. Yeah. Smoked salmon is nice. I thoroughly enjoy smoked salmon with cream cheese on a cracker. Very good. Very good. Okay, we're trying to follow all of our bases. Trying to move. We're trying not to just jump around at, like, stuff that I randomly see. We're trying to follow some semblance of order. Okay. We've moved along here now. Now we're up in this area. Okay. We'll pop this away for now. And then this one we can... Beef, chicken, lamb. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I find UK beef is really, I don't know, it's not the best. I find, like, you have to, if you're gonna get, like, steaks or something, like, you have to go somewhere good. Because, yeah, I find, like, store-bought steaks here are trash. If you're not getting that triple A grade Alberta beef, like, it's no bueno. Any lamb, yeah. I feel like every once in a while, because isn't it like lamb is a really popular meat option for like certain cuisines, and so like that would be like the default. Usually, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Again, thinking about the zombie apocalypse, if you had to then learn how to hunt or, like, forage for food, how you would be able to do that. So we're so used to, like, buying our meat at the grocery store and not having to, like, kill it ourselves sort of thing. that it would make the process very difficult. Go shove it in a bag. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Oh, another P. Okay. These ones we don't have. We got these ones. Oop. Alright. If anyone has any raid suggestions. Oh yeah. Who is this person we're raiding into, Kat? We've already had this suggestion. It's the person drawing mushrooms listening to emo music. Do tell me who they are when you come back from putting your steak in a bag, and we will go and raid to that person. What's Doomsday Prepping Doc? Really? That would be, yeah. To be a Doomsday Prepper, honestly, like, that would take up a lot of physical and mental energy. I think it would take a lot. It'd take a lot. Yeah. That's wild. I know it's a thing. Like, there are definitely people who have full on, yeah. To be fair, having a bunker would be cool. Like, having a bunker in your backyard would be kind of fun. I don't know why. Like, it just seems like a fun little thing. But I obviously know, like, you have it for, like, really potentially dangerous and bad situations. But just the idea, it's almost like the equivalent of, like, it's just like a treehouse underground in my brain. A bunker is just like an underground treehouse. Like, that's what, like, you know, like, what I always wanted a treehouse when I was a kid. I thought treehouses were like the coolest things ever. Bunkers to me just seem like underground treehouses. They're just like a little cool hangout fun spot that's outside. You know what I mean? You couldn't tell me. Yeah, that's true. Especially if it's like filled with stuff. You wouldn't want people coming in and taking all of your supplies. There'd have to be like a coded entry or something. Okay. Let's queue up how we're gonna go find the person that we will raid into. Unless it's someone I already follow, but I don't think I follow anybody named Toast. Unless I do? Question mark? I don't think so. Yeah. I doubt that is a, yeah. That's true. That would be definitely a thing. Okay. Maybe I should just, is their name Toast? There's 2 toasts that are live right now. I don't know if any of them are the toast that Kat was talking about. No. This is not it. Kat needs to come back so she can tell me who this cool person is that we need to raid into. Anyway, we'll just keep going until she comes back. But yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow. But we're going to be cross-stitching tomorrow. We're going to work more on Howl's Moving Castle cross-stitch before we officially transition into spooky season next week, which I'm super excited for. Hopefully, like I said, my spooky hauls will all have arrived by mid next week, so we can do a final spooky haul. We are raiding, but Kat found somebody who was really cool. But I don't know what their name is, and she's gone to put her steak in a bag, and I'm waiting for her to come back so she can tell me who this cool person is who's listening to emo music and drawing mushrooms. I need to know so we can go and raid them, but I don't know what they're called. Your earbud died, but the steak is got. Okay, amazing. Kat, who are we raiding? Who is the cool person who's drawing mushrooms and listening to emo music? I don't know who it is, and so you need to tell me so we can find them. Is it Tom's Toast? Okay. Probacus is on it. Tom's Toast. I googled Toast, and there were 2 people named Toast that were streaming, but none of them looked correct. Okay, Tom's Toast. Gotcha. Oh, we've raided him before. I didn't follow him last time. That was rude of me. We need to go see them draw mushrooms. Amazing. Okay, yes, that is who it is. Perfect. This is the raid message. And yeah, like I said, we will be back. No, it's fine. Yeah, we'll be back here on Friday, tomorrow, to do more cross-stitching before we end up in full-blown spooky season, which I'm very excited about. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I feel like we got a lot done. I'm excited to keep working on this. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Remember to stay hydrated. Do your stretches. Take care of yourself. And all that jazz. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!